Let's take a look at a program. This shows how to do a tile-based program. Now let me run it. Zelda type games are like this. You got a character moving around on the screen, and you got certain places it can't go. You get down here, you can't go through those blocks. Get over here, that hits the forest and it kills Mario. And you see the lives going down in the upper right hand corner. Excuse me. Well, how we do this is we load in 3 images. We got a forest, and we got sky and stone. Now if I double click a stone, you see it looks like a stone. And our forest looks like a forest. Now yours may actually bring it up in an editor in here, but mine went to paint.net. And here we tell it we got a maximum of 3 images. Now you saw the two-dimensional array with Space Invaders. We have the same thing here, but the numbers correspond to images. Like see, 1 indicates a sky block, 0 indicates stone, and 2 indicates the forest. So if I come in here and change some of these to 0, like that, and then run it, you see that it automatically changes my screen. Now there's tile editors that allows you to create these screens, and same type of setup could be used to create a Mario game or any type of item. Now down below here, when we load the images in, we see how we have images 0, images 1, images 2. See how the 0 corresponds to stone, 1 corresponds to sky, 2 corresponds to forest. Down here, I'm checking for collision with stone. And see, I'm checking L1 rows, columns. This is going through a two-dimensional array consisting of all those 0s, 1s, 2s. And checking to see if it's equal to 0. Because remember, 0 is a stone. Now this one is checking to see if it's a tree. And if it's tree, it's doing this item here. Basically seeing if they intersect. If they intersect, then reduce the lives by 1. And check to see if lives is equal to 0. If it is, then game's over. Down here in the draw, we're looping through all of our rows and columns. That's what these are doing. And this code right here, you don't have to change this, but this code right here is actually picking the appropriate image off of that array. So it writes out the corresponding one. Now you can, for the final project, I want to have you add 1 new image to this. Like we got forest, stone, and so forth. For example, let me double click forest. And I want to save this as, and tile program content. I'll save it as quicksand. And I'll oops, where's my zoom? There it is. Oh, I'm gonna come in here and clean that out there, and I won't spend a whole lot of time on this. Choose brown like that and make it kind of ugly. That's my quicksand. Okay. Now by default, my image size, if I do image and I say canvas size, is 30 by 30. For this to work right, they have to be consistent. It has to be 30 by 30. That's the way a tile editor works. Though I have seen some that are different sizes. Now I come over here to the content. I'm going to right click on it, say add existing item, and have my quicksand here. And so now I have quicksand in there. So let's go see how to add that in. Well, up here we say maximum number of images 3, so I'll change that to 4. I'm going to come down, and now even though we say 4 images, remember numbering starts at 0. So we've got 0, 1, 2, and then our third one will be our quicksand. So 3 is going to be quicksand. So come here, change some of these to 3s. By the way, the really good tile editors and game engines work together in this, so you don't have to put this in here kind of hokey like. It'll be intertwined. I'm going to come down here and I'll say images 3 equals to content.load texture 2D quicksand. And see if there's anything else. That might be it. I'll know if I run it. Let me see. And now I got my quicksand. So you see, to add new images in here, it's not very difficult. Now, the way I have this set up, he can currently go through the quicksand, and that's fine. You know, you have to decide how to handle the appropriate tile, whether a collision is such that you block it, you don't let it go any further, or you lower life. Now, if you're wondering how do I block something, I save off. Up here I declare rectangle old position, and I save off the old rectangle. So what Mario was before I moved it. And then I do all my movements here, and I check for collision with stones. And if it collides with the stone, here's where it's colliding, then I set the Mario Rec back to the old position. So I puts it back to Mario back to where he was. Again, the final project will be to add a new image in there, and then also to come up with your own map. Have it look like something in the game instead of random blocks like I have here.